Tim Cruz with Cruise Reviews, and I'm going to tell you about the top 10 things you should never bring on a cruise, because nobody ever talks about that. Everybody's got these lists of 2,000 things you're supposed to bring on a cruise with you. I'm going to tell you there's a lot of things on that list you should not bring with you on a cruise, because these people are trying to make money through their links, through their affiliate links. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to tell you the truth because I like you. You, all of you. I like you. I love you guys. So please like and subscribe to us too. Top 10 things. Number 1, don't bring on a cruise because you will lose it. You will be sent to the naughty room, or even worse, you might be tortured or flogged. Some of you are into that. I've heard it, but we talked about the pineapples. Keep that to yourself. Number 1, don't bring extension cords or surge protectors. The electricity on cruise lines is set up so it doesn't work well with surge protectors, and it turns it into potential fire hazards. So they don't want these extension cords, anything over, I'd say, maybe 2 feet. It's pretty short because these things can get hot as well and start a fire. And the last thing you want on a cruise ship is a fire, because there's nowhere to go, nowhere to run. And you saw what happened on that Carnival smokestack. That was horrible. So no extent. Plus you could trip over these too. They're a safety hazard. So no extension cords and no surge protectors. There's plenty of outlets in there for what you want to do. And for other things like phones and stuff, you can bring these batteries. These are a fire hazard in themselves, but there's a lot less chance of something happening to one of these once they're charged up and ready to rock and roll. Number 2, do not bring an iron. If this is in your carry-on or your packed luggage, it will be confiscated and probably lost and destroyed forever. So if you spend a lot of money on your iron, don't bring it with you. If you do need something there, they usually have a laundry service, and they will press it for you for a couple of bucks. And just don't do it. You're gonna lose it. If you bring it with you, you're gonna lose it. No irons, and nothing that generates heat, for that matter. Like sometimes they'll let you in with your flat irons. I think they've allowed those in. The things that go in the bathroom are pretty good, but portable heaters or anything that generates any kind of heat, out of here. They're going to confiscate it, get rid of it, and you may not get it back. I don't know. So don't take that chance. Number 3, one of my favorite pals. Now, cruise lines say, a lot of cruise lines say you can bring up to 2 bottles of wine. And if you're really clever, you can figure out how to put this in here, but I'm not going to talk about that on this channel because that is just bad juju. But you people know what I'm talking about. But if you bring liquor on board, it's going to be confiscated and drunk, and you probably never get it back. Sometimes they'll hold it for you, but I don't know. And if you do bring wine, if you're on one of those cruises that allows you to bring wine, make sure that you bring it in your carry-on. They're going to inspect it and send it through the x-ray. If it's in your packed luggage that they're going to send to the room, they're going to take it out. It's gone. It won't be there when you get to your room. Sometimes people tell me it slips through, but it's better not to take your chances and lose your liquor. Liquor's expensive, especially Don Julio. I love you, man. Okay, number 4. Drugs, vapes, and weed. You can't, obviously, it's illegal. Technically, weed is still illegal. It's a federal offense. Just because your state says it's okay to bake, you can't really do it because it's a federal offense and you're crossing into international waters and going to other countries. Bahamas, marijuana is not illegal. Did you know that? So don't bring it with you. Don't bring your THC vapes. Don't bring your edibles. Don't bring your bongs. Obviously, use your head. Liquor is available if you're 21 and older, and that should be enough to get you through a day. I mean, you're coming out to relax and forget about the real world and your stress, so you shouldn't really need the weed, right? All right? All right, number 5. Everybody talks about these stupid magnets. Yes, they are completely useful at home for holding up things like cables, but do you really want to put your laundry bag with your dirty, disgusting, smelly underwear and hang it from your wall? No, you don't. Plus, these things are rated. They have a certain magnetic rating, so they may say that maybe on the advertisement they're going to say they hold 50, 40 pounds, right? That's if they're attached to an unpainted raw steel beam in perfect conditions, and your cruise cabin, although your walls, your door, and your ceilings are all sheet metal, it's all some kind of steel. They've been painted 1,000 times and treated, and they're very thin. So these things do not hold up. You're lucky if you get 5 pounds out of this. We did a test on this channel a couple of years ago on Norwegian with these magnets, and they barely held a backpack. It just kept falling down. Every time we came back to the room, it'd be on the ground. So no, these are stupid. I mean, maybe if you want to hang up a towel, but you're going to hang that in your bathroom. You really don't want to hang that. You don't want to put a lot of junk all over your walls, even if you have an inside cabin. There's plenty of drawers and closet space and areas in the bathroom to put your wet bathing suits that you don't have to put this crap all over your wall. So don't run out and buy these stupid magnets. Number one, they don't work. Number two, you don't want that junk hanging all over your room, do you? It's gross. Come on, we're adults here. Number 6, lanyards. This cracks me up. Everybody's like, you gotta have a lanyard. You gotta have a lanyard. You have your little card. It's easily accessible. Do you know what this does? People take your name, they type it into social media, they find out you're on vacation, and they call their little criminal friends in your hometown, and boom, you get home, your TV's gone, your jewelry's gone, you've been robbed. The last thing you want to do, actually be smart about posting on social media too. When you want to brag about your cruise and your vacation, don't let everybody in the world know you're gone, because you never know who's following you and watching you. You never know who's one of those neighbors who's just watching that beautiful, nice new car you just bought and wondering where you got all that money from and what else is in that house when you're gone. Just be smart about it. Post your pictures and everything when you get home. And don't wear a stupid lanyard with your name on the front of it. This is so stupid. It's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. No lanyards. Hide that thing somewhere. If you're going to wear a lanyard, then cover it. Put something in front of it where people can't see your name. Because there's a lot of bad people in the world. It's just the way it is. Nothing we can do about that, but you can be smart. Number 7, formal wear. There is no cruise ship on this entire planet where formal wear is a necessity anymore. Maybe 10 years ago there was, but that has gone away. And cruises are essentially casual. If you want to go to a dinner and it says no beachwear and stuff, they're not going to allow flip-flops, chances are you'll see somebody with beachwear and flip-flops. They're not really enforcing those rules. If you want to be neat, you just go business casual. Collared shirt and a nice pair of shorts. I mean, you're on vacation, relax, enjoy yourself. The only reason people get dressed up is because they want to take pictures. If you want formal pictures of you and your family, then yeah, bring something dressy one night so you could dress up, because there's usually photographers running all over Royal Caribbean and Carnival ships, and they take great pictures for very, very affordable rates. So yeah, if you want to take a great family picture, definitely bring some dress-up clothes for one night. But is it necessary? Absolutely not. And those shoes are terrible and they're going to hurt. And really, the only reason to do it is if you want photographs. That's really, you don't need to do it anymore. And that's just a myth. If somebody else tells you, oh, you have to be dressed up. Oh, I can't stand these people coming to the formal dining room and they're just wearing shorts and their golf shirts. Oh. Get on Princess and Holland, you snob. Theme wear, number 8. Very few people do it. Okay, the 80s, the 70s parties. And I'm telling you, it sounds like a great idea and you see some of the pictures, but those people are extroverts. Now, if you're not an extrovert by nature, you're probably going to feel extremely uncomfortable walking through the hallways, going up the elevator, going through all the public areas in your nifty 70s disco outfit, because people will stare at you. And from my experience, very few people, a lot of people go to the 70s and 80s events, but most people don't dress up wildly to participate. There's not a lot of leg warmers. You're not going to see people in costumes. There's not going to be village people there unless they're the staff. The staff dresses up because that's their job. It's their job to entertain you and make sure you have fun. But most people do not wear this stuff. I do. I'm an extrovert by nature, so you'll see me dressed up in this weirdness because I don't care what people think about me. But you, if you're concerned, if you're worried somebody's going to be staring at you, and they will be staring at you, then don't do it. Just go have fun. Be an introvert. Be your normal self and watch everybody else act like an idiot. People like me love to act like idiots. And we get off on that. Let us do that. It's fun. But if you don't feel comfortable, then just don't do it. Number 9, my personal peeve, cruise ducks. Yeah, cute, whatever. If I find one of these, I'm really excited. The kids love them. But where are these going to end up in a couple of months? Are you really going to keep your cruise ducks? Yeah, the hoarder, the people who keeps woman who keeps thousands of things piled up. She actually creates a little area to walk through her house because she's got so much junk all over the place, might keep these things. But where are they going to end up? Probably in the landfill in a couple of months. So that's a bad idea. If you want to leave something for other people to find, write something on some currency, on some cash. Say, hey, welcome, cruiser. Follow me and tag yourself here. This has got worth, and you're not going to throw this away. If anything, you're going to spend it, and it's going to get exposed to more places. Or just write a little note on a piece of paper. Let's start something new, something that's more environmentally friendly than putting more Chinese plastic junk into landfills and our oceans. You know what I mean? And finally, number 10, expensive jewelry or more cash than you can stuff in your pocket. If you have to roll your cash, somebody's going to see that in your pocket. Bad people on ships too. Not all the staff is the best, most moral people in the world either. It takes all types to make a world. Do you know what I mean? So they do leave, some of the staff, they do leave doors open when they clean. Somebody will do like 3-4 rooms in a row and you'll see all those doors propped open and anybody could just walk in that room, just grab whatever you want. And those safes are a joke too, okay? There is a way to get in. There's a master code and a back door for all those safes. And believe me, it's more well known. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's more well known than you probably would want to know. So the safes are not completely, you can hide it in your room too, but the criminal mind knows where you're going to hide stuff because they probably tried to figure that out as well. So if it's very important to you, if it's worth a lot, and you really don't need that much cash on a ship, you know what I mean? Just enough for tips and stuff. And we'll talk about that in the top 10 things to bring on your cruise in a separate video right here on this channel. So like, subscribe, comment. Let us know if you have any other tips about things you should not bring on a cruise ship, things that have gotten you in trouble. My name is Tim Cruise. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.